everyone. I don't think I hardly vlogged yesterday, so I apologise for that. We're out here, quite a quick leaving of the house. Not that it's early, it's quite late. I'm having a bad morning. Kevin's having a bad morning. Coda's having a bad morning, and he needed to come out and find some grass to eat, which is what he's doing right now. So just, he was telling me he needed some grass. We are growing him some on the balcony, but it's not long enough yet for him to consume. I could hear his tummy gurgling away, and he was just standing in the hallway staring at me. So I got him out. Anyway, I'll let him find some grass, tasty grass to eat. It's probably mowed on that side of the road, so on the other side of the road. Actually, I can see a whole lot down across the other way, so I might head over there. And yeah, we'll just wander around, let them do that, and then we'll take a walk to the markets later on, hopefully later on. And Mum and Dad's supposed to be coming for lunch today at 12. Got a family FaceTime with the kids at 2. 1, 2, pick up. Coda's got to find his grass. I don't know why he's got an upset tummy today, because he didn't eat anything odd yesterday. Just eats normal food, as far as I know. Anyway, that's sort of come. Nope, it's going around. Alright. Anyway, that's what we're up to today. We'll see. I'll try and remember to film a bit more. Yesterday, I don't know. I don't know what happened yesterday. This place has still got blossoming frangipanis. It must have been like in the perfect spot. Oh, crazy. Mine's got like one leaf left, I think. It's still blooming. Look, I've still got buds coming through. Obviously very, very happy here. It's been hard to find some tasty grass that he wants. All the lawns are actually really short right now. And it's winter, so nothing grows fast. But he's managed to find some in there. Chewy agrees it's tasty, whatever that is. We're just letting Coda just take us on the walk. He's just guiding where we're going. He obviously knows what he's looking for. I didn't plan on coming down here, but I guess if there's more tasty grass, we will come down in search of the tasty grass and a good wee spot. I just thought I'd do a little quick check-in. Still not feeling great, so haven't been doing anything. I don't think I've done anything at all. Just changed basically my top because I don't know we're going out. I probably would have cancelled lunch with Mum and Dad because Kevin's feeling even worse than I am. But he'd actually already ordered lunch when I went to check in or check with him that make sure lunch was on. He said, I've already ordered it. Even though he could ask me to order it, so luckily I hadn't ordered it yet.
He's already ordered it?
Yeah.
You said you've already ordered it. You're wrong.
Oh, I don't think so. My Dad's already ordered lunch. He had already ordered it when I was checking and lunch was still on. But Mum's not coming, just Dad. So if he'd asked me before, I would have said, look, let's just not worry about it. But anyway, it'd be nice to see Dad. And I know he doesn't do much during the week, so I'm sure he looks forward to talking to other people. Anyway, we've got a few things to discuss with him, so that will be good anyway, and he won't probably stay too long. He doesn't tend to when it's just him. Got a FaceTime with the kids at 2, and then I think I'll have a bath or a shower. I want to wash my hair after that. It'll be early enough in the afternoon, and then I've got to take the dogs out again. Take the dogs out, then I'll have a bath or a shower. Yeah, but I'm not feeling great either. I don't know why we're both having a bad day today, but that's okay. Which just means we don't really get anything done that we had planned to do or hoped to do. That's all right. These things happen. Seem to be having a lot of bad days again, though, at the moment. So it's like, I'm going to try and watch some vlogs, I think, from last July and see how it was. Because usually I'm better in the winter, but then it is well over a year now since I had my ketamine infusion. So I don't really want to go and have another one. If I have to, I will, but I don't want to. So I'm trying to just, get myself through this. But let's see. I do track my days, so if I suddenly start finding I'm having way more bad days than good days, I will definitely look into going back in for another infusion, another reset. Anyway, Coda seems to be okay. He's just very quiet. He's lying down on his bed at the moment. Kev's he was trying to sleep, but I think he's got some computer issues, some computer problems, so Kevin's helping them with that. And Dad should be here in about 5 minutes for lunch. So.
What's going on?
what's going on is I am out of here.
No, you can now, not today.
Yes, now, especially.
Go. Was a good boy. Good morning, everyone. I actually think I feel okay this Monday morning. It's been a while since I've had a good Monday, I feel. Certainly the last few Mondays were not good ones, but I think I'm going to be okay today. Fingers crossed anyway. I'm very tired though. I don't know why. I was asleep well before 9 o'clock last night. We actually went to bed about 8ish, I think. And I did try to stay awake, so I wasn't going to sleep too early because I didn't want to get up too early again. I didn't wake up to 5:30. That's for me a long sleep, considering I had a decent sleep the night before. But I've been nodding off sitting on the couch here. I don't know, just sort of getting an old thing, because I remember my grandmother, but she would have been a bit older than I was doing that. I'm just trying to think how old she would have been then. Yeah, probably like the age of my mum and dad. Oh, I was trying to remember. No, younger. So into 60s probably. Hard to remember back, but I remember when we stayed with her, we were finishing off high school. She would always just nod off very easily, and not that in the mornings. Last night I was struggling to stay awake, so was Kevin. So Kevin I can understand because he often has bad nights and then has disrupted sleeps during the day kind of thing. But myself, after 2 good nights sleep, why am I falling asleep in the morning? That's a bit more unusual for me. Struggling this morning, but anyway. Kev's headed off. He's having a day in a truck today. He's got to hire a truck and drive it up to Sydney. What's he picking up? I'm just trying to think now. He told me a generator, I think, for somewhere. Or obviously work related. I think it was a generator he was picking up. And then I think he's going into work after that. I don't really know. I don't think I asked him. I kind of asked him what his plans were for today instead of driving a truck. So I'm just making another cup of tea. I've put on some washing and I have already emptied the dishwasher. What are we? 7:30. So off to a good start. Today I do need to get some groceries because I'm down to like the last milk, I think. I've got one in the fridge and one unopened one. So I definitely need to go and get some more oat milk today. And like I haven't done a shop in over a week. We hardly did any shops. We did like that one really big one. We went and picked it up. But I don't think we did a lot of shops in June for some reason or another. We didn't do many big shops, so I'm getting low on quite a few things. But I'm going to do a bigger shop on Wednesday once I drop the dogs off at the groomers. I'll probably go and get the shopping there, I think. Yeah, I'll take them for a bit of a walk before that. We won't have time for probably a big walk, so yeah. That'll kind of work out. My heel's doing okay, but I've still got to, manage it a bit at the moment. But these shoes have made it so much better. But I do need to start doing my stretching and stuff again, I think. I haven't done that. Let's hope for a successful day. As I said, groceries, and I want to make some soup. That's why I want some ironing. Would be my goals for today, to try and get a few things done, but again, I'll just see how the day plays out. But yeah, first stop when I head out will be a walk with them, obviously toilet walk, and we'll go over and get those groceries. So that is, ticked off. Don't want to run out of oat milk. Finally up and getting ready to take the doggies out on their walk. I think I might do the sort of inland walk and then end up at the supermarket. That gives them a good walk beforehand. I am taking the Holkin because I need oat milk, so I'll probably get about 4 oat milk, and that's... With other stuff's going to be a bit heavy to carry on my shoulder back, so we'll take that, make my life a bit easier. Anyway, I'll get these guys ready to go. And Dobby is out doing its cleaning, hopefully. Well, it is. Hopefully it does a good job. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. It's doing a good job. I picked up the chairs and picked up the floor, so hopefully, probably should have pulled the rug out of the kitchen, but I've left that there for now. Anyway, I don't think I showed you guys this little area. I'm not quite sure. I have put a hook through. I was kind of thinking of hanging that by a hook. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think. But then I do need something else to put on the shelf. I don't always want to put a lot in it. We tend to we'll pop things down, like a bit of mail or sunglasses, as we're unpacking our bags that are all hanging there. So I don't know. kind of works there as well, and that leaves free space. And I didn't want to put anything fragile here, so I just popped them there because this is kind of, it's the dog and Disney area. And I'll show you the pin board I put up to, but I'll show you that later on because I know these pups are anxious to get going.
I can hear him. Oh, there, right there. They probably heard what you did. Beautiful. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy, Chewy.
That was a really nice walk. I enjoyed that. Get out for a longer walk, and because I don't have like appointments today, the only appointment I have all week is to take the dogs to the groomers on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So that's nice. It means I can potter around and do things at my own pace, which is good, especially good with chronic illness. And I hope one day I can do all my days like that. And I have actually, I guess, for the last number of days. I just had a few things that I want to try and achieve each day. They get done great. If they don't, for the most part, it's okay. But usually some things are more critical than others. So anyhow, I unpacked quickly. Most of the groceries, Dobby was over in front of the pantry cleaning when I got back. So I've just got the milk on the bench there. And I've gone and hung up my washing. And I was just trying to decide between breakfast and my shower. And I remembered that I'd written actually a list. I felt I needed an ordered list today. Because sometimes I get kind of stuck in what to do next. And yes, okay, so it was dog walk, groceries, done that, put away. Shower, wash my hair. I actually didn't put breakfast on the list. So I was just going to fit that in whenever, so I guess I can choose. I'm still a bit warm, so I don't know whether I should cool down. I guess a shower will cool me down. I think I'll hop in the shower, want to wash my hair. So I'm just doing that a day or two ago. So do that, and then I'll have my breakfast, and then I can do my soup and chia puddings. And then maybe the ironing later on today. But yeah, that's all I have to do. Nice, easy day, it's good. And I've got time to do some replying to comments and some editing and watch some more YouTube, whatever I want to do for the day. But the day tends to go pretty fast. By the time, it's 10:30, 5 to 6 hours, it's time for another dog walk. But yeah, I've had this shower. I do want to clean the shower this week, but not today. That'll happen another day. I've got a very nice delivery guy. I think it was the same guy who's delivered the IKEA things. Like he's been here like 3 or 4 times recently. He just put up my rug. I was about to go down and get it, and it was outside the front door because I was in the shower, or just out the shower, when he rang. So I've finally got another one of these to put here. I remember a long time ago we first moved in, quite a few of you said that we should have a nice long runner here rather than one little one sitting by itself. So finally got that and getting more bits and pieces for the house as we go. Right, that's the washing done, the towels, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm in the middle of making my breakfast. I don't know, Dobby, there's trails of fluff behind. Why? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just having a veggie patty roll. I bought a roll when I was out. So I'm going to have that for my breakfast, because I've got the soup for when I make the soup, I'll have soup for my lunch, which is quite a light lunch. Easiest to get up and moving again. I have made it up. Yeah, 12:15. I've still got a cough, so I'm still not 100%. And a bit of a running nose still, but my heel's a bit sore. I need to get back into doing my stretching, I know. All the physio exercises. But anyway, I'm going to make my soup. I'm making a barley and vegetable soup. It's a bit light on the vegetables, so I'm going to try adding more vegetables and see, let's see how that goes, I guess. Because it hasn't got a lot of veggies in it for how much stock there is. But it's a yummy, very yummy soup. I've been making it for a long time. And the copyright on the recipe is 2012, but I don't know how long I've been making it for. But I will, I'll try and find it online if I can and link it, or else I'll just link you to my, is it in? It might not be in. If it's not in my program, my plan to eat program, I'll type it up for you. I'll put it in there because it's yummy. I think I'm going to get the barley. It's been a while since I've made it, so probably last winter. So I've got to cook the barley first. You cook separately, then you do the vegetables. And then add it all together. Nice easy one again. Then I'll get the barley on. Well, that's a very short-lived soup making. I haven't got any barley. I haven't got the main ingredient for the soup. Oh, and I went to the supermarket this morning. Big fail. Okay, I'm going to put the vegetables back in the fridge. And maybe we'll make that tomorrow. So I will do my chia pudding while I'm here. I'll just either have potatoes for lunch, or I will get the soup out the freezer. We'll see. Oh, I can't believe that. My heel's kind of glad though. I don't know why my heel's so sore today. Anyway, no barley soup. jars of fruit. Can I call it a fruit salad with the 3 pieces of fruit? I don't know. But I had bought, for some reason, I decided to buy some kiwi fruits. A week and a half ago, whatever I last got groceries. I don't know why. I quite like them, but it's not something I normally buy or have. So anyway, that's a nice little fruit. Either Kevin and I both might have one tonight, or if I don't, he can have one tomorrow. I know he'll particularly likes having his fresh fruit cut up, but that sort of means I don't waste that kiwi fruit. The first one I tried was horrible. It was a bit soft. I've still got one left to use the rest of my strawberries from making up my chia puddings, and it used up the orange. I mean, Kevin probably would have eaten the orange, but it just means that we'll definitely get eaten. Well, I hope so anyway. So I'll put them in the fridge, and yeah, little pots of fruit ready to go, which I had not planned on doing, but obviously I didn't have to do my soup in the end. So I'm gonna go put those milk in the pantry, and I might go get out my rug, and I've got some towels to hang out as well. So I've got a few bits and pieces, and should I do some ironing? I might see how my foot goes over the next little bit, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to do some ironing now or rest a little bit more and do some a bit later. Kevin loves these Ovaltinis, but we don't buy them because of the packaging. Obviously, each one's in a little tiny plastic packet. But Mum got given 2 packets in one of her grocery orders. We don't know why. She randomly gets things. I'm assuming it's to do with being a senior or something. But Ovaltinis of all things, maybe they're putting there for their grandchildren. I don't know. Mum and Dad didn't order it anyway. And she goes, oh, I don't know. Will Kevin eat these? I said, Kevin loves these. So he was so excited when he saw me that I'd bought them for him. I said, no, I did not. But he scored 2 packets. I think this is the second packet they were born. Guess what's going to happen now? This one's probably going to look really dirty compared to the new one. Let's see. Take that one and go and wash it. Never worked with animals or vacuum cleaners. Not going to do any ironing right now. I'll see about doing some later on. If not, maybe tomorrow, like a couple at a time. Or maybe I'll do a little bit this afternoon. Let's see. Actually, I am going to do a few things. I'm going to do like, let's say, 2 to 3 items. Like, I'll just get it started and I'll try and come throughout the afternoon. Instead of using the normal toilet, I'll come and use this toilet and try and do a few things at a time. That way I can get done. There's not a lot. There's probably only 9-10 items to get done anyway. But yeah, I'll just do a couple to start with. At least when I'm standing here, I can take the weight off that heel and just stand on the other foot. In case you didn't know, I am a lazy ironer. I quite like ironing, but I only ever iron usually like these sort of things, I'll only iron the front. And jaw around if I have to, both sides if I have to. On this honestly probably could have done with not worried about it iron. Kevin wouldn't have worried. I feel like something's bitten me. I don't know what. What a bite. Got a little lump. I don't know if you can see the little lump, but there's a little lump there. You probably can't see it. You can see it in the shadow. Teeny tiny lump. I'm not feeling great. I feel a bit sort of woozy, a bit lightheaded doing the ironing. I'm actually going to open up the blinds. They close down automatically when the sun comes onto here, but there's no sun. So it's quite a dull day. So usually it's just because I have the fruit there and I don't really want the fruit sitting in hot sun. Obviously, especially in the summer, which is when we started doing it. But the blue sailing boat's been out. I mean, I've seen that one out before. Anyway, have a cup of tea, sit down, hope to feel a little bit better and do a bit more ironing. At least I've started it. And I think I'll work on doing some replying to comments, because again, I'm a bit behind because there's so many bad days, and on a bad day I don't feel like it's not something I feel like doing. Anyway, yeah, hopefully I'll feel a bit better. There you go, you can kind of see the lumps now. Got a few. I don't know what it is, if I've just got, like I can see the bottom of my thumb, there's one, and one right in the middle of my wrist, and then a couple of smaller bumps, which I don't know if it's just a reaction to something. I've gone and put my Urex cream on it, which is anti-itchy, because it was itchy. I wonder what it was. Any ideas? The only thing I opened was that cardboard box. I'm thinking, was there something in there? I didn't see anything, any insects or anything. I was down on the floor, but again, I wouldn't have. We don't really have any bugs or anything in the house. Maybe it's just a reaction to something. Very odd, very itchy, and very annoying. For comparison purposes, here's my other wrist. I've just taken my watch off. So, yeah. You can see it's quite red even. Red and lumpy. It's hard to see the lumps, but I think you guys can see it. I can certainly feel it. I'm not sure where the time has just gone to. I just realised it's 2:45. It is, yep, it's 2:45. Wow. I don't think I've got anything to show for the last few hours. I've just been doing bits and pieces. I did reply to some comments and I got sidetracked doing something else, and ended up looking at blankets, and then I've ended up looking at dresses. It's been all over the place on the internet, but yes, nothing productive. That's not good, is it? Not that it matters, it's okay. I don't have to be productive all the time. yeah, I kind of just lost that few hours. Okay, I'm going to make myself some lunch. I'm not actually even that hungry. So I guess I should just have that soup, shouldn't I? Be a nice light lunch and, yeah, rather than do potatoes. Probably because I had that roll and I didn't have that till like 11:30, did I? So that's why I'm not hungry, because I had a very, very late breakfast today. I feel like that soup though. I'm just trying to think what else I've got in the fridge. I'll do the soup. Let's just have the soup. Have something nutritious and good for me. I'll have that. And gosh, how is it nearly 3 o'clock? That's all I've got to do, just that little patch up there. So I don't think that'll take long. Well, I had my lunch. I had most of that soup. It wasn't that nice. It was okay. Obviously, it was edible. Wouldn't be buying it again. I don't know what was. I don't know what was with it, but yeah, it wasn't anything special. But anyway, that's okay. Sometimes things aren't what you expect or as good as what you expect. But it did me some lunch. I've got some leftovers in the fridge. If I get a little bit hungry, I can nibble on some vegetables and whatnot that are in the fridge. But I should be fine. I've just got that fruit there. So it's turned cool and it's overcast and it's turned cold. Last time I looked it was 14, but it felt like 10. You could feel the temperature actually come right down. I've actually put the heating back on. I had it off for a while. I popped it on because it's getting chilly. So I think I've got a little bit of my jigsaw to finish. I might work on it for like till 4 o'clock and then I'll take the doggies out. If I haven't finished it by then, which I a good chance I'll probably finished it because I'm on the last little bit of it, which I will show you. And then I'll get them out just around the wetlands. And that's it for today, probably. Puzzle is all finished. Unfortunately, that is the second puzzle in a row. I'm missing a piece. That's not good. Because unfortunately, if they do drop on the floor, puppies eat them. But I usually hear them land now. If they land on the floor, you tend to hear them. But obviously, some have got missed. I really enjoyed this puzzle. It wasn't as super fast as I thought it was going to be. So it's just a nice little potter along doing it. And then I'm going to change shoes and take these puppies out for their afternoon walk. I think someone's a bit excited about going for a walk. I don't know why he's that little tiny bed. Coda barely fits in that bed. Chewy certainly does not. Kenai, what are you doing? You don't fit in that bed, maybe. You can fit on it though. Do you want to play? You're frisky. Do you want to have a play? How about a walk instead? How about a nice walk, Mr. Chew? Kenai? Good boy. Just done some physio. I ended up bringing my towel through here, putting it, see where I stood, and put it into the bedroom. I thought when I come to the bathroom, I'll see it, or I'm getting changed, I can just do it. So I just did calf raises there, and then I did this other stretchy one just here on the wall. Then what I haven't done is the sideways one. But that's okay. Some puppies are demanding their dinner now. Okay, now and tidy my house is looking. Oh, except for the dishes that I still got to put away. I'll do that while they're having their dinner. I decided to cook up some tofu. It's just got savoury yeast flakes and a bit of vegetable stock seasoning on it. So no oil or anything. And I'm just going to cook that in the air fryer, and then I can add that to my noodles left over from yesterday's lunch.